Conversation-based learning. We use partners, not grammar. For too long, English education has focused on grammar because grammar is easy to test. Now, conversation is easy to test. This changes everything. Japanese junior and high school students score at the top of the world in math and science, and much lower in English speaking ability. Why? In math class, they have a math book and a math test. In science class, they have a science book and a science test. In speaking class, they have a grammar book and a grammar test. This is a conversation book with a conversation class and a conversation test. There is no smaller unit. The result is conversation ability. Most Japanese university freshmen have had grammar-based English for 8 years. The last thing on earth they need is more grammar. And education is preparation for life, and nobody gets a grammar test at the airport. This presentation has 2 parts: conversation-based learning, from first day placement test to last day improvement data. Partners, not grammar. Many partners and partners of similar ability. First, to define terms. This is a conversation class. If teachers talk in class, they're doing it wrong. We use partners, not grammar. The engine of improvement is a lot of conversations with a lot of partners. Many partners make you smoother. Better partners make you better. Test partners of similar ability gives fair and accurate testing. This is the class. Pair conversations, speed dating. You get a new topic every week, a new partner every 7 minutes. Everybody's speaking half the time your partner's a better speaker. This is the test. 3 students of similar ability have a 17-minute conversation. They record it with their phone and transcribe just what they said. MS Word gives their ability and their improvement. Methodology. All human learning can be summed up in 3 words. Watch, try, repeat. Likewise, each semester has 3 phases. Phase 1, weeks 1 to 3, they talk. Week 4 is the practice conversation test. Phase 2, weeks 5 to 7, they relax and talk some more. Week 8 is their second conversation test. Week 9, they watch their conversation test. Extensive personal feedback. Phase 3, weeks 10 to 13, they speak longer and smoother. Week 14 is their third conversation test. That's it. What does the teacher do? Arrange partners. Otherwise, as little as possible. The more students do, the more they improve. Well, how much exactly? 50%. Here's class average data from the first conversation test. Average words per utterance, total words spoken. Here's second test data. Wow. That's an average of 35% improvement in 4 weeks. Here's third test data. 50% improvement in 10 weeks. Average words per utterance increased 80%. Longer speaking is smoother speaking. Total words increased 20%. In the same amount of time, they spoke 20% more words. This means shorter pauses and fewer pauses. Wow! How did this happen? Human nature. Everybody loves to talk about themselves. What gets tested gets done. This is the average ability and improvement of over 1,500 students in over 10 years. This is not voodoo accounting or smoke and mirrors. Beginners in any skill who do a lot improve a lot. And when speaking improves 50%, TOEIC, TOEFL, and IELTS scores improve 20%. Really? Yes, think about it. If their speaking ability is so low that it improves 50%, their TOEIC score would be so low it improves 20%. We're not offering fluency, we're offering 50% improvement, which is easy to get because most Japanese teenagers have never had an English conversation in their whole life. For many students, saying 2 sentences back to back would be 100% improvement. This is not just a presentation. This is a battle for your heart and mind. Is your academic goal real-world speaking ability, or to pass one last grammar test? Speaking improves 50%. Are you in or out? The rest is details. Preview. This is the book. Write what you will say. This is the class. Talk about what you wrote. This is the test. Transcribe what you said. This is the correction. Self-correct. Conversation-based learning. Write it, say it, transcribe it, correct it. It looks like students do all the work. Exactly. There are 4 components: the placement test, conversation book, conversation class, conversation test. The placement test gives their ability. After this, everything is to improve ability, not determine it. The book prepares and motivates them to speak. They do the book at home and speak in class. Simple. The class is speed dating pair conversations. A new topic every week, a new partner every 7 minutes. The test gives their ability and their improvement. Students find and fix their own mistakes. First day placement test. It takes only 15 minutes to give and grade, and it's more accurate than the 3-hour SAT test. Just push play. Within 15 minutes, here's the speaking ability of everyone in class, which gives their first conversation test partners. The 3 students who scored highest will be test partners. The 3 who scored lowest will be test partners, and every group in between. Test partners of similar ability make the test fair and accurate. Simple. Conversation book. The book and methodology are the same. Writing for speaking. Write what you will say, talk about what you wrote. Writing before speaking improves accuracy. Speaking to many partners improves fluency. Simple. The book is conversation preparation. There's no read and guess. All homework is writing what they will say. The core of each unit is 16 conversation questions. Students know the answer to every question because every question is about them. Where do you live? What's your major? How do you get to school? What did you do last weekend? 30 minutes of homework generates 2 hours of conversations. They wrote it, they want to use it. Just add partners. Conversation class. Speed dating. One topic, many partners. Students sit in pairs and every 7 minutes the bell rings and students on the inside get up and go clockwise. The bigger the class, the better. A class of 30 is perfect. More partners equals more variety equals more interesting, which enables more repetition, which means more improvement. It works like this. Students walk in, put their phone on the attendance sheet, then find their place in partners on the big screen. The teacher yells, "Speak," and off they go. Here's a 1-hour class in 20 seconds. The engine of improvement is repetition. It works like this. One day she came into class with a broken arm. All 7 of her partners asked, "What happened?" By the end of class, she was pretty good at explaining how she broke her arm. They're not role-playing about ordering a steak. They're getting better at answering important, personally relevant questions. Telling 5 or 10 partners why you chose your major is pretty good preparation for your conversation test. And for life. Here's 20 seconds in real time. They're not reading questions from the book because they did the book at home. They wrote it, they want to use it. Every semester, every student has about 100 conversations. Say, that's a lot of conversations. Yes, they have a conversation book. But all that speaking looks like chaos. It's only chaos if you don't know how to measure it. We know how to measure it. Conversation test. This test changes everything. And it's easy as 1, 2, 3. 3 students of similar ability have a 17-minute conversation. They record it with their phone and transcribe just what they said. MS Word gives their ability and their improvement. Simple. Transcribing takes about 2 hours. MS Word gives how many words they spoke, how many times they spoke. Words divided by times gives their average words per utterance. 2 hours after the test, here's the speaking ability of everyone in class. Total words is their speaking ability. They are beginning speakers, speaking as fast as they can. It's as accurate as a typing test. Like beginning typists, students are hunting and pecking in their brain for the correct word and the correct word order. This is a communicative test, and MS Word measures precisely how much they communicated. We measure how much students do, not how much they do wrong. Here's their ability in words per minute. The top student spoke 40 words per minute. The bottom student spoke 10 words per minute. Wow, That's a big difference. Yes, this test measures speaking ability, not memorizing ability. So, step aside, let them speak, and MS Word will measure their speaking ability. Here's how to measure improvement. Give another test. And, I love this part, how many words they spoke on the first test determines their partners for the second test. The 3 students who spoke the most will be partners. The 3 who spoke the least will be partners. And every group in between. This makes the second test very fair and even more accurate. What about mistakes? The best tennis players in the world make mistakes all the time. They self-correct. And so do conversation-based learning students. I have 4 families. My mother is a house. My brother, she is in Army. When I was in middle school. These mistakes do not require teacher input. Self-correction. When they transcribe their conversation, they hear, type, and read every mistake they made. In 5 minutes, they can find and fix their top 5 mistakes. This is a new century with new technology. Finding mistakes is no longer the teacher's job. Get a hobby. After midterm, they talk some more. Then they have their second conversation test. Always different partners. Their second test transcript shows their average words per utterance, total words spoken, new vocabulary used, top 5 mistakes, semester improvement. Students do all this in 2 hours or less. They just fill in the MS Word template. Simple. To be clear, this is not a test of English as an academic subject. This is a real-world conversation that's used as a university speaking test. Many partners. The class is speed dating pair conversations. You get a new topic every week, a new partner every 7 minutes. Everybody's speaking half the time. Half the time your partner's a better speaker. But first, class numbers enable you to quickly and easily arrange the maximum number of new partners. You walk into class and see 24 shiny, happy faces. Give them class numbers 1 to 24. Point to the big board and tell them to sit like this. I'm a visual guy, so I use photos and numbers. For a class of 24, here's how to arrange partners for the first 4 classes. Nobody has the same partner twice. First class, 6 new partners. Second class, 6 new partners. Third class, 6 new partners. Fourth class, trios. Students on the inside go clockwise. Outside students go counterclockwise. Students in the center stay. Everybody has 2 new partners. Wow! 23 new partners in 4 classes. This is not just goofing off. We're not lazy. We use partners, not grammar. This is systematic improvement. Many partners make you smoother, better partners make you better. And they all bring new knowledge, vocabulary, and pronunciation. The best speakers are role models who provide gentle language gain. After 2 weeks of no grammar police, students relax and start to self-correct. Awesome. Partners of similar ability. The placement test gives their first conversation test partners. Total words on the first test gives their second test partners. Total words average of the first and second test gives their third test partners. Wow, this is well organized and systematic. Yes, and easy to do. Take a closer look at final test partners. They're grouped by their average total words on the first 2 tests. You can easily see that this test will be fair and accurate. Give them partners of similar ability and let them speak. MS Word gives their ability and their improvement. Simple, easy, accurate. A few quick details. 3 partners are perfect. With pairs, if one partner is a deadbeat, that can adversely affect their partner's performance. 4 is way too many. 3 is perfect, and there's more real-world interaction. 3 tests are perfect. They're more accurate, and there's more improvement. Week 4 is the practice test. You get to know their ability before they start improving. Everybody who shows up on time makes an A+. Win-win. Week 8 is the second test. They must use new vocabulary. This forces them to prepare and results in longer speaking. This guarantees improvement. Week 14 is the third test. They must use first, second, third, and specific examples. This forces them to prepare and results in longer speaking, which means great improvement. So, step aside and let them speak. Every student has 100 conversations with 23 different partners. They transcribe their conversation tests and fix their own mistakes. This improves their ability. Every student has 3 conversation tests with 6 different partners for a total of 51 minutes. This measures their ability. The increase between the first and third test measures their improvement. Students do all the talking. Speaking improves 50%. And you can prove it. All that without one molecule of grammar. We use partners, not grammar. Many partners improve ability. Partners of similar ability gives accurate grades. The book enables them to speak. Human nature makes them speak. MS Word gives their speaking ability and improvement. But is speaking an academic skill? Yes. Clear, confident speaking is the sign of an educated person, and it should be the result of a 10-year English education. If we can help in any way, email us. For details, you can view additional videos at conversationbasedlearning.com.